What's up? I'm Vince Del Monte, and we are here in Miami, baby.
Yeah.
This place is nuts. I love it here. So we're at ERA Gym, Eric Allen's gym here, downtown Miami. We're here with Mitch Muller, Physique Pro. And I get a question in my inbox all the time. It's always in the comment section, and I want to hear your guys' opinions. You guys are trainers. You guys have been coaching guys for years. And that question is can you gain muscle and burn fat at the same time?
My experience leading up into my last show, the main thing that helped me retain more muscle was to stay consistently lifting heavy. A lot of guys will think that like maybe I need to start doing more volume training to burn off more fat, and then they kind of shy away from what got them the muscle in the first place, So I've always, those last few weeks or so, still, even when you're at a caloric deficit, still training heavy, no matter how you feel when you're in the gym, you got to be able to push yourself to keep that muscle mass on your body. And a good story of that was my last 4 weeks before my last show, I stayed the exact same weight, but went down 2 more body fat percentage. So my weight stayed the exact same, which was telling me that I was keeping my muscle mass on my body, and I was just constantly burning fat still at the same time. So it was huge for me.
That's great, man. That's really cool. Eric, what about you, man? You train with a lot of different people, a lot of different clientele around here.
Yeah, my big thing is, always make sure you're hitting a protein goal, male or female, about 2 times or about 1.5 times your body weight. So if you're a male and you're 200 pounds, try and hit around, at least 250 to 300 grams of protein to make sure you're keeping that on. For example, I had a client that came in to me. He was about 53 years old. We were training for 2 or 3 months, but he was not doing the nutrition side of things as hard as I was pushing him. Finally decided to do it. Big guy, about 240 pounds, 250 pounds. And workouts were going great, and he finally decided to do the 250 to 300 grams of protein a day, which for him was even on the low end because, he's 250. So he finally did it for 5 weeks, and he put on 11 pounds of lean mass in those 5 weeks, and he also lost 3.4% body fat.
Wow.
So that's a great example of putting on lean mass while losing body fat at the same time. So protein goal is something I always try to preach really hard to anyone who's trying to, get that goal.
Yeah, a lot of guys underestimate protein. You hear a lot of people say, you don't need protein, it's overrated. But when you're training hard, and you're burning a lot, you're working with a lot of muscle mass, you've got to keep that muscle mass intact. Or you're going to shrivel up. Yeah, and I love what you said, keep it heavy, even if you're in that caloric deficit. Let's do a bonus round. Next one.
I think carbs is a big thing, especially for fat loss purposes. So what I like to do is to structure my carbs mainly just around my workouts, because especially working out in the evening times, during the day I'm not going to really need that energy as much. So of course my number one goal is to burn fat, but I also want to keep my body anabolic to stay big and to gain muscle if I can. So I'll structure them around my workouts more so. Some guys take away their carbs post-workout, and I don't understand why. Like even just a small amount to be able to spike your insulin a little bit post-workout, now your body's still anabolic. It's still like, okay, maybe I should build muscle and recover, and you keep your carbs structured around that point. Now you're not worried about storing fat or anything like that during the day. So that's been big for me.
That's great.
I think Mitch, coming from a physique competition perspective is great. Post-workout carbs before you go to bed. But at the same time, looking at general population as well, if you're 15%, 20%, 25% body fat and you're jumping into some of these workouts, you need to pull that back even more. So no carbs in the evening. Maybe you have anywhere between 30 to 50 grams post-workout in solid food form, not in, say, fruit juice form or something that's a little bit more high glycemic. But that should essentially be your only carbs until you get down towards that 15, 12, 10%, because it's going to be easier to build lean mass when you're more insulin sensitive, and that's what happens when you become lower in body fat. So again, if you are 15, 20, 25%, you want to keep your carbs low until you get to that point where you can be insulin sensitive enough to absorb that sugar and absorb those carbohydrates as glycogen in your muscle to be able to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you touched on that point, because there's such a difference between when you're at the low body fat percentages and then when you start off at the high body fat percentages. Your insulin sensitivity is so
yeah. So he can probably tell you the same thing. When I was doing my competition, I was knocking back 2 post-workout shakes at about 100 to 110 grams of carbs, and most of those are high glycemic fruit juice, plus another 250 to 300 per day. And even then, I was still trying to push towards a little bit more, because my lean mass wasn't going up as much as I wanted to, but my body fat continued to go down. So when you're at 5% body fat, it's a completely different game than it is when you're at 15 or 20 or whatever the case may be. So a lot of you guys, again, if you're starting off at that higher percent body fat, keep your carbs low, man. Just do, you know, a sweet potato, oatmeal, quinoa, whatever the case may be, 20 to 40 grams post-workout. And then when you get lower, you can start adding it in. So,
yeah. I don't worry about any of that stuff because I just take tons of steroids. Yeah. So, everybody knows I'm just juiced to the gills, right? So this is all fake. This is all fake. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I didn't hear a word they said. So yeah, I just take a shortcut, man. So anyways, you guys keep doing that. I'm gonna do my thing. No, but seriously, that was really, really good information, guys. So thank you so much. Hope you guys found that helpful. What we want to do for you guys is we didn't talk workouts. We did. The last 2 videos, if you didn't see them, was some crazy barbell complex workouts, and we want to give you a free barbell complex workout to accelerate your fat loss. So all you got to do is click that link up there. It'll take you to a page where you put your first name in, your email address, confirm that you want it. We don't spam people, we only give people stuff they want. And you'll be taken to a page where you're going to get that workout for free. 100% free. If you're on your mobile, click the first link in the description. It'll take you to the same page. Follow the same steps, and we'll hook you up too. It's a free barbell complex workout to lose fat while keeping your muscle. It's a killer workout. All right, thank you so much. What do you guys want to see next? Next time we all come back to Miami, we'll link up. We'll do some vids for you guys. Let us know in the comment section below. You rock. Thank you so much for watching. We so much appreciate you, your time, your attention, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.